because some people speak our language, but it's still difficult to get what they mean. Niekierzy gadają po naszemu, a i tak ciężko ich spokopić. You know, it's true, even if someone born in Britain was learning Polish language for many years, and then he would travel, for example, to some smaller Polish Silesian town, like maybe not Gliwice, but maybe Ruda Śląska, Świętochłowice, and he would face the ethnic Silesians speaking in their dialect. It would surely be quite difficult for him to understand what they are talking about. And I must admit, I had the same experience because my first journey to Britain, I was lucky or unlucky because I was traveling to very special part of Britain, I mean Yorkshire. And I remember,
Have you been in Poop on Sunday?
Yeah, exactly. This is my mother. I was shocked because I was firstly, I was pretty sure that I can speak and I can understand English. And on the first day I understood that it's nothing like that. Yorkshire dialect is also much different than the English language we can hear in BBC. Of course, it has got some Scottish influences in it too. Now I know I love Yorkshire dialect. I have travelled to Yorkshire several times. I have many friends in Yorkshire, and sometimes I even organize some lessons, some English lessons for my students, of course, if they want me to do it, to show them how they can speak Yorkshire English. But I know what people who are learning Polish abroad are coming here to Silesia, and they can also have some difficulties to speak and understand our dialect. And of course, Yorkshire isn't the only place in Britain where people speak differently. As we know that in Scottish schools there are not just one but two different languages being taught. There is of course Scots, which is a bit similar to English language, and there is also Scottish Gaelic, which is quite different between, it's not a Germanic language, it's a Celtic one. Another picture with some political background. Richard is visiting Silesian coal mines, and he's being told that we had a lot of coal mines, but they are closed now. Yeah. Mieliśmy sam kupa grubów, no ale te ruski są już pozabierane. That's true, and now that's the question, which is not so easy to answer. Who did it? It's not Margaret Thatcher's fault, is it? Kto pozabierał? Na Zinger to nie ma wina Margaret Thatcher, prawda? I'm afraid that all of you are too young, maybe except Pan Marian and Leo. So we remember who was responsible for closing Silesian coal mines, but fortunately there are still some of them left, but not as many as we had before, of course. I don't think if there are any active coal mines in England right now at the moment. Not at all. Yeah. There's some historic museums underground, like in Overton, in Yorkshire. I visited one. Unfortunately, there is nothing else left. That's very upsetting experience for Richard. Somebody stole his wallet. Ktoś mu zachachmęcił bajtlik. Richard had a serious problem when he visited Silesia. Richard miał srogo u tropa, kiedy przyjechał na Śląsk pierwszy raz. Srogo, of course, something big. Utrop, of course, a problem. Yeah, it happens. It happens not only in Silesia, it also happens in other parts of Poland. I hope it never happened to any one of you, and it never will. That's what I wish. That's another important question. What time is it? Gerard godzin. And this is another example of similarities between English and Silesian language, because we may say that it's quarter past 2, for example, or quarter to 6. Right now it's quarter to 6. We can also say in Silesian ćwierć na trzecią, albo 3/4 na drugą. We don't use it normally in Polish language. In Polish we'll say rather it's 15 past, 15 po. And the quarters or ćwierci are quite common in both Silesian and English. Be careful, you mustn't be late at work or too early. Daj pozór, co byś nie przyszedł do roboty za nieskoro, albo za wczas. Nieskoro, late, wczas, early, obviously. I hope everything is fine with you. Buczy. Paul is happy as there is nothing to worry about, but there is always something to worry about, isn't it? Paule Gierot, bo nie masz kuli czego się starać, i nowy zawsze jest kuli czego się starać. Pra? Silesian pra is something like isn't it? It's not as common in Polish language too. Sometimes we use something like co nie? Nieprawdaż? Oh no, it's not very common anymore these days, I'm afraid. But pra is very, very old, very ancient and very popular expression in Silesian language. Oh, this is Richard, exactly. My name is Richard, ja się mianować się, nazywać się Richard. It could be worse if your name was Przemysław or Czesław, because it's quite unspeakable. Byłoby gorzej, jakbyś się mianował Przemysław albo Czesław, nie da się tego powiedzieć, because proper Silesian first names are not something like that. Proper Silesian names are Zeppel or Hannes or Paulek, etc. Right? And this we have seen it before. Where's the nearest pub? The most important thing. Yeah, these are the first 7 pictures. There will be more of them. We are going to publish 2 or 3 pictures every week. So if you like to our website, if you like to share it and show it to your friends, of course I'll be thankful. And we will see if we'll be able to make more people interested in our culture and in our language. Okay. Any questions right now?
How many books do you sold?
How many books have I sold?
How many books do you sold?
We're selling the books, huh?
Sprzedać.
In total, of all of them, I have no idea. This is another question for my publisher, not me. The part number 4 is the most recent one. It was published in February this year, so it's still something new, something we are making some promotion for it. I think I won't give you any exact numbers, but I think it may be like 12,000, 13,000, something like that. But what I said before, I don't know exact numbers. If that's about between 2 or 3,000 for each part, and there are 4 parts of them, so something between more than 10,000 probably. I'm not really sure.
Dziękujemy
Ja.
Marcinie za spotkanie. Jeżeli Państwo jesteście zainteresowani, są książki, wszystkie 3 tomy. Zapraszam. A tu mam 3.
Yeah, exactly. The second part is missing because it's impossible to buy it right now. But my publisher has promised that we will print it again soon. I don't know where it is.
Także zachęcam i zapraszam. Można zakupić, można prosić Pana z naszej strony to wszystko. My zaraz też zaczynamy zajęcia. Także Państwo, którzy zaczynają zajęcia o 18:00, to zapraszamy na zajęcia. Dziękuję. Mam nadzieję, że się Państwu podobało.
Chciałbym zachęcić do kupienia pierwszego tomu tych wszystkich, którzy co najmniej troszeczkę po śląsku rozumieją. Nie muszą mówić, ale jeżeli rozumią, to tak się ubawią, że po prostu mogą żebra boleć. Jeżeli szczególnie pierwszy tom, bo to jest moim zdaniem najbardziej humorystyczny i najłatwiej go, że tak powiem, przyjąć tym, którzy no, nie mówią tak po śląsku jak ja czy Marcin. Wiem to z doświadczenia, ponieważ pierwszego tomu kupiłem mojej córce, mojemu synowi i koleżance od córki. Później musiałem dokupić pierwszego tomu 10 następnych, bo cały Urząd Miasta w Rudzie Śląskiej, no co prawda tam jest więcej ludzi, którzy po śląsku dobrze mówią, ale wiadomo, wśród urzędników jest mało takich, którzy operują śląskim, ale zaczęło się tak podobać, zaczęli sobie tłumaczyć, przetłumaczyli co, jakie słowo znaczy, żeby tego wracali. No a dzisiaj przyjechałem tutaj, żeby Marcin mi podpisał 5 pierwszych tomów, kolejnych z każdego wydania. Te pierwsze tomy są, że tak powiem, no ten pierwszy tom jest z tego. A kto przeczyta pierwszy, no to potem kupi drugi, trzeci.
And the third part is the only one written in 2 languages. So one page is in Polish and one page is in Silesian. It's a kind of gift for those readers who have some problems with reading only in Silesian. It's a kind of experiment. So the first one and the fourth one are only in Silesian, and the third part is in the both languages. I mean, of course, Polish and Silesian, not English and Silesian, Polish and Silesian. Yeah.